Atlantic Ocean. I've never even heard of that. Yo, what up, fellas? So it's early in the morning, and I'm definitely still kind of sick. My head hurts, my throat hurts, and like my eyes are like kind of like puffy, and they kind of like they're kind of sore and shit. But you know, who cares? Cause nothing's gonna stop me from getting to these sweet, sexy, sensual sardines that I crave. Yeah, so I just got back from the store, getting some essentials, and I was like, bro, they have seasoned brand sardines, which is perfect because, yesterday I just did the mackerel, that was seasoned brand. Before that, I've never even heard of that brand. So, yeah, like I don't like mackerel, but it seemed like the brand was pretty good, so I'm excited to try this for sure. These are seasoned brand wild caught sardines, lightly smoked in extra virgin olive oil with sea salt, which is like right up my alley because, that just sounds delicious. I mean, my favorite flavor is definitely lightly smoked in olive oil. And yeah, salt just makes everything better unless it's like too salty. The singles for these is probably like $2, two something. But I got these in an 8-pack actually, and it was only $10. So, that only adds up to like a buck something per can. That's like the same price as chicken of the sea. So if this turns out good, I'm gonna just eat this all the fucking time. Like, this seems like a daily driver material for sure. Plus these cans are like pretty big. There's like some substantial weight to it. It's kind of higher calorie, higher protein. Just seems like just more food overall, which is awesome. More bang for your buck. When I'm done eating these cans, I'm like, I wish there was more, It's like kind of like chips. But yeah, definitely excited to try this, and yeah, I'm ready to bust it open now. I always gotta remind myself to do this quick. All right, let's go. I got the rice, I got the crackers. I even have some olives here. Not that I think these will pair well with olives, but it's just what I have right now, so we'll try it out. Cool, so yeah, clean can right on the plate. Oh, fuck, this lid is stiff, okay. Ooh, all right. Very uniform, all parallel. The skin is like kind of like flaking off already. The oil is yellow. Yeah, they're pretty big. Just run-of-the-mill sardines visually. Let's take one out, put it on the plate, split it in half maybe. Can I do this without breaking it? I'll just slide it out. Okay. Nice. Okay, these are huge. These are definitely sprats. The bristlings are the small ones. I think in this whole can, there's only like 6 or 7, which is crazy. All right, I'll put 2 on the plate, split one in half, and then the other one I'll mash up for you. Actually, I'll split it up close. Okay, the oil, yeah, is good. Sardines just have so much more flavor than any other fish. Like, oh man, I missed this, man. Yeah, that mackerel did not hit. It was good. It was good for what it was, but it does not satisfy the sardine craving. Definitely. Okay, this is what it looks like out of the can. Yeah, the skin's not all whole like the King Oscars, but that's totally fine. Yeah, these guys are huge, definitely. Even just like this broken body is like bigger than a Bic lighter. Yeah, just run-of-the-mill solid sardines. Let's flake this guy in half if possible. Pretty firm, actually. This reminds me of the King Oscars. There's the spine. Meat is kind of pink. Usually, I feel like sardines are usually like more gray. But this is definitely pink. Oh shit, it's not focused. All right, let's mash some of this up. Yeah, definitely firmer and meatier. Which is crazy because, like, I'm pretty sure the chicken of the sea is also sprats. This is a sprat. And it's in olive oil, so I don't know. It's a completely different texture. I mean, that chicken of the sea just threw me off. It was still good, but just so different. This is more like actual, like, fish. All right. Yeah, I'm ready to try it. Yo, you guys, so I did a little bit more research, and turns out these are actually pilchards, not sprats like I thought. All right, thankfully this won't be as long, hopefully, because, you know, I mean, it's just sardines and olive oil. Just kind of like rating the brand more than anything. Yeah, hopefully it goes by quick. Oh shit, I should have done this before. All right, just need a sip. Okay. Yeah, these are huge. Start off with this, just a piece. Let's see if I can grab this whole spine. Nah, the spine's breaking. The spine is like pretty stuck in there, so it's like, all right, here we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, the spine is really good. Let me dip this meat back in the oil. All right. So, first impression on the taste, it's actually not as good as I expected. It is actually kind of dry. Actually, the chicken of the sea melts in your mouth. Even the King Oscars is like a little bit more moist. I don't know, maybe these are like overcooked. Because I feel like it had a similar texture to the mackerel of the same brand. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like overcooked fish. Like if you ever like, you know, like boil salmon or like grill salmon and it's like a little like, you know, well done. Definitely meaty. And honestly, the sardine flavor is not that strong either. This is definitely a curveball. This is not what I expected. Whoa. I'm still happy about this for sure, especially the price. My hopes were way too high. Honestly, in terms of sardine flavor, now that I think of it, the chicken of the sea was pretty damn good. This is just like a little more bland. But there's salt. It says with sea salt, so usually salt makes like the other flavors pop more. I mean, it's sardines, so this is like already miles ahead of tuna and mackerel. But I guess there's a reason why this is like about the same price as chicken of the sea sometimes, if you get the 8-pack. All right, let's try it on the cracker. Yeah, it's still good. It's just, I mean, I guess the two sardines I reviewed, the King Oscar and the chicken of the sea, ironic that they're like opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of quality. Those were like pretty damn solid in sardine flavor. But yeah. That is really tasty. Crackers always makes it taste better. I don't know why. It's it's a salt. It's the texture. It's like, I don't know. Okay. So that was definitely good. My hopes were a little high going into this. But yeah, I mean, I would eat this over like, most of the food I usually eat, so nothing wrong with that. All right, I just have a tiny bit of rice. Try it with rice. I'm actually not that hungry right now, so maybe that's also partially why. All right, just put a little bit. All right. I know this is gonna be bomb. It has to be. No fucking way this is not bomb. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, the way overcooked fish feels when you like mash it up in your mouth, it's like a little bit more crumbly. I think when it's like perfectly cooked or like slightly underdone, which is like what I prefer, it flakes more and it's more tender. This is still tender, but oh yeah, let me do the flop test since this will actually hold up. I'm just gonna pick this up with hand. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're doing the flop test. Okay. Yeah, the tail's already breaking on this guy, so it's like not gonna hold up if I would do that. But as you can see, definitely holds up as one big chunk. It's solid. Man, this is tasty still. I'm just so surprised that the chicken of the sea one actually held up to the King Oscars in terms of flavor. When this is like higher quality than the chicken of the sea, but it lacks a bit in flavor. Okay. Yeah, with rice is good, of course. So, man, this is very interesting, like I'm glad they have all these different cans, have all these like different like qualities, strengths, and weaknesses in a way. I'm thinking about the rating now out of 100. I got these for pretty cheap. It comes with a lot of food. It gives you that sardine hit whenever you need, does the job. The texture is pretty nice. It feels a little overcooked. It feels a little dry. But honestly, sometimes that's better than if it was completely mushy. It's like the flavor doesn't really work well to eat on its own as well, but the texture definitely does. This is like the perfect texture to eat on its own. It's not that fishy at all. The oil tastes great because, I think there's a little salt in there. It's not that salty though, overall. I mean, the flesh doesn't taste salty at all. It tastes about as salty as like the King Oscars and the chicken of the sea. This is like, this might also be like a 45. It's like, it's just lacking in some departments. Maybe it needs some hot sauce. Oh, I forgot to try it with the olives. Whoa. That's interesting. That's actually really good. Well, it's better than I expected because I didn't really think this would pair well. But this kind of adds like the bitter note that the mackerel had that I kind of like. Okay. I feel like this one would be good with like pickles, olives, you know, stuff like that. Like, not so much like bread and crackers. I mean, it's definitely still good. It's just like the other ones are like extra good with bread and crackers for sure. Yeah, overall, I'd probably rate this a 45. Definitely still good. I mean, this is in terms of like a sardine scale. I mean, not in terms of total deliciousness, because in terms of total deliciousness, it's still up there because of sardines. But just compared to all the other sardines I've had, because this is not 50% better than the mackerel. This is like 300% better than the mackerel. Even though I rated the mackerel a 30. Yeah. All right. That's seasoned, wild caught sardines, lightly smoked in olive oil.